If this found you, maybe it was meant to be. Maybe it's faith. Maybe it's the algorithm. Either way, I don't care. I'm really happy that you're here with me now. I get a chance to try my best to share the story on how leaving my 9 to 5 saved my life. Stay with me. Do you know how long I've been trying to record this video or audio, whatever it is? I've been like, what do you call it now? I've been trying to get it perfect. And let me tell you how much I've been trying to get it perfect. So I wrote a script. I wrote out everything line by line. Good thing, because it makes me, it gave me the full story. So, and then I went down the rabbit hole on how to, the self-help thing of how to record or how to tell a story. That I went, YouTube will send you shit to listen, and then you get caught up on how to try to make it perfect. And remember, remember my life, my little life, what I have. I had a lot of responsibility, family responsibility that I had to take care of. Remember, say I have mentally challenged family members who can't really take care of themselves. So, so me have to step in. So that alone made me tired, and me researching how to tell a story, I just got tired. You know how much time I record this? I tried to record the story about 12 times. Not so much, but enough times. And it sounded so rehearsed. Everybody, it's morning, so it's like 5 o'clock in the morning again. So it's gonna start getting noisy. But anyways, back to me trying to record myself. I recorded myself in bits and pieces. It was never a straight story. But anyways, before I get into all of that, is this morning rubbing my eyes because I want to sleep same way. This morning, while doing my devotion, my daily prayers, come and tell you, so I'm trying my best. No, I am drawing close to God. Somebody told me, said trying is just saying that you're taking, like, you don't want to do it. But I am getting closer to God. I'm much closer to God. So this morning while I was praying about what I need to do, the Lord said it's time. So I guess it's time now. So back to the story of how leaving my 9 to 5 saved my life. I mean, in the beginning, your life, I always had a trajectory for my life. I knew where I wanted to be. I know that all I know is that majority of it was to be secure. In order for me to be secure, I had to work a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 was the safest bet. Very safe. Even though I was very creative growing up, 9 to 5 was still very much how you build your life. Because being a creative when we were younger, in the 80s and 90s, people were struggling. It was really hard to be a creative. So 9 to 5 it was. I went to school for business. I got my degree in business. But I still never feel satisfied doing business. Something they missing. And I was still being creative. I was still making stuff with my hands. But is it their allure or the desire to be secure in your life? And then it was all around you. Everybody, was working a 9 to 5. It was like the thing to do for betterment of your life is to go to a 9 to 5 that sucks the life out of you. And everybody seems like a zombie during work. But it was secure. So 9 to 5. So I've always had several jobs. I don't know why. I couldn't stay at one job. It's like every job I went to, I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. But yet, I was still excelling at the job that I was doing. I was praised, I was valued, but I didn't want to be there. So I never really lasted very long at jobs. I had a high turnover. But one job, I was at a senior level. Money did a run. I think at that time, more responsibility, family responsibility was being added. No, sir, family do that, because once them say you in a more secure position, them want add more. And my heart is big. I'm gonna be a people pleaser too, so that's another story. Anyways, so I was there at that job for 5 years, and each year that went by, I started to eat less, I started to sleep less, started to party more, started to drink more, started to have sex more. Enough man problem, enough relationship problem. And nobody around me noticed that I was starting to do more of that. I mean, I wasn't really talking about it. So, but I was still being creative in my life same way while all of that shit was happening. But I was there for 5 years and I got down to 100 pounds. I had stomach problems. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was drinking in the morning. I was drinking throughout the day. I was just lost in my trouble bubble. At that time, I was taking public transportation and I was walking aimlessly. Coming off of public transportation, car almost let me down. Crossing the street, car almost let me down. I was just walking unaware of what was happening in my life. I was just lost. And then the repetitiveness of the job started to get to me. I started to notice that I worked in a box. Never before I ever thought of my office being a box, but it started to feel like a box. You walk in and then the box is closed in. You know when you have those, anybody usually make houses out of cardboard boxes? Yeah. My mind's like you have a little cutout window where they get little sun in. There was no sun coming in because there was always blinds. There's always artificial air, AC, and everything was just I started to feel claustrophobic. I'll know me can't, but at right now, me still can't stay in an office too long because I can feel it. I can feel like this is not where I was supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be in a box. I'm supposed to be in an open space where I can actually breathe. Then I got more depressed because now at this point, not eating, not sleeping, no, I don't want to feel water on my skin. I don't want to brush my teeth. And I'm getting up, going to work. Sometime I don't bed. I'll eat a chewing gum because I don't want to brush my teeth. But I was still going into the job and you could not see, I was still so presentable, but you could still see that I was a mess. So I think I played that really well. But then one morning, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Lord, what you need me to do? I can't take this life anymore. What you need me to do? And a voice says, create. Create, what that mean? And I just like sat there and was like, what that mean? What am I supposed to create? I am creating. Am I creating? I'm being creative, but I'm not creating. But that voice went, and all I could, after the voice went, I should say, I couldn't feel, I couldn't move. All I just wanted to do was sleep. I just wanted to sleep. And you know, but me start already take sleeping pills. So I think my choice of sleeping pills back then was Comtrex, and I had so much, and I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to sleep. I don't even know how much I took, but I just wanted to sleep. But the thing with Comtrex is that if you don't eat, you're gonna bring it up. And thank heavens, I brought it up back. And nobody knew. It's not like I was trying to take my life. I just wanted to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. So after I puked out my guts of whatever was not in my stomach, I called the office and said, I'm not coming in today. I don't think I'm ever coming back at this job. And they replaced me the next morning. They found somebody to take my space the next morning. So what that mean? That job was never meant for me. I was never supposed to be in a box. So if you think that being a box is not meant for you, don't follow me. Don't just walk off your job. Figure out what you want to do with your life first. Figure out what you want to do in terms of being creative. Because I think that is where I have a problem now. Because I am creating, but I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm still figuring out what to do. So if you want to be on this journey with me, stay. And I know that story was in and out. I'll be more clear next time. I do have stories to tell. It's just I get used to telling the stories. And yeah, stay with me. Help me on this journey to tell better stories about my life. Until next time.